Okay, we're still on the Avon where I just ate. It tastes good. So I had, what's the chicken? Let me see if I can remember the name. I had passion peach drink. This is the cup, right? Alright, let me see.
Or use this.
Right? Passion name is on it. The Haven Aquaba Coffee Bar. That's the name of the place. The address is on it. No, the name and the telephone number is on it. Carissa had. Oh, it's not on it. But she had the iced white cocoa mocha. It tastes delicious, right? And Carissa, so this is a generic with their label on, but she had cocoa mocha. Adriana, what's the name of yours?
Cinnamon latte.
What?
Honey nut cinnamon.
Honey, Hunny, honey nut cinnamon latte. And Davia had the Haven iced caramel latte. That tastes good.
Yeah, really?
Really, really good. Right? And then I had ordered, what's the food? I ordered, where is the name of the chicken and crisps? Fried sauced chicken wings with fries. It's not spicy. Really wings. We got leg and thigh.
Yeah.
I guess if they have wings, you'll get wings, but I suspect they don't have wings all the time. And Adriana took their fried chicken and waffles, which tasted good as well. So the selection here is nice. What we ate, and when we go out and we eat, we order different things, and then we all try each other's stuff. So you can witness them just dipping into each other's plates, right? So we all get a taste of everything. All right. We're planning to leave here at 4, but since we're here, I think so far I've uploaded, or Carissa has uploaded a couple of videos, and I thought I would use the opportunity to address the issue that I spoke about in the video where I was exercising. Somebody asked, what's wrong with the pup? The pup makes that noise sometimes all night. That's Brody. Bingo does it as well. Not so bad, I think. I think he's a little bit better. They don't like to be tied. But the issue with not being tied is that they tend to befriend everybody who comes into the yard. And if they are there for the purpose of sounding an alarm, it means that they shouldn't be friends with everybody, right? So we were also advised, but we also got those pups for me, and they advised us because we had them let go because we couldn't take the noise during the night. And Carissa is a person, she is the one who deals with them all the time. She cleans them, she bathes them, she feeds them, and very rarely does she get help. Yeah, so since she said she didn't want to hear that noise throughout the night, I conceded and allowed it. But we're advised to keep them tied because when they were young, they will get used to roaming, which is not good eventually, and being befriended by everybody that comes into the yard defeats the purpose. And some of them come in and they want to feed them, they want to pet them and so on, and I have a problem with that. But anyway, there is a little thing going on for those who don't know me. My name is Michelle. I moved to Ghana last year, June now, so I'm very close to being here for a year. So for those who watched the video with the exercise, I mentioned Velma, a friend of mine, sent a video of a couple who spoke about being here in Ghana and then moving back to the US. And I was trying to source it. I didn't put my heart into finding it, to be honest. I think the issue they mentioned is a general one that many persons have. I've looked at those issues myself. I have feelings towards those issues. It's a concern for not just myself but other persons coming here. I particularly don't have a business here, but based on the attitude of the Ghanaians, and this is not to bash Ghanaians, based on the attitude of some of the Ghanaians that I have met and seen, and those who I have seen in operation through other persons who deal with them, there is this general consensus that we're all rich. Can't fathom it, but two things bother me about the idea. The first thing that bothers me is, one, I've never been rich. And to come to a place that you want to relax and try to etch out a life that is rewarding, not necessarily financially, but a piece of simple living. I know some people say it's regressing because you don't have your fancy lights and your fancy, and people, we do have that. Accra and those surrounding areas are filled with all types of modern day conveniences and so on. The country is not without those things. I chose to live where I am. I chose to live with what I have. That's my choice. But to be taught, for people to think that I am rich because I was able to build a house is beyond my comprehension. And I understand people coming here, especially persons who actually invested in a business here, and they were bombarded by the needs of these people. Some of these Ghanaians who believe they're entitled to your money. You better believe some of them think they are entitled to your money. It's just beyond my understanding. Everywhere you go, you will have issues. It may not be people targeting you for your money, and in a way that exists everywhere to different extents, but it exists everywhere. So Ghana is not unique when it comes to that. I guess it's kind of, I get a feeling of a fish in the bowl type of thing. Everybody, I'm the new person on the block, and I'm being circled by all these persons who think that, you know, I have money to there, and it's not just to give them, to help them, you know. It's like they want to feed on you know. So I totally understand where the couple who spoke was coming from. I don't want to go too much into it because since I didn't get the video to share, I don't think I want to dwell. But the issue itself of people coming here with the business and they're being targeted. It's not just persons with business. I am being targeted. Not to so much extent anymore. My issues are petering down in terms of having people working around me, and they still come with the mentality that I have money to give them and things to give away. I'm managing it better, and I'm better able to ignore certain things and try to deal with them on a particular level and standard that is acceptable to them, themselves, and me, and can find come to a mutual agreement and have to how to deal with each other. So that's the point I think I'm at, right? To decide to leave though is up to individuals. When you come and you experience those things, it's up to you. I saw some of the comments, and everyone is entitled to their own view as to whether they stay after those experiences or whether they leave. I know many persons are very well turned off for the extent of the extortion and the experiences with scamming, and there's no way to address these issues. It's like nobody cares. This is just my view. I get the feeling, and from my experience, it seems as if nobody cares. Even in the community that I'm with, nobody cares that you're experiencing this. If I get some work done and decide not to pay the Ghanaian who did it because it was shoddy work, they can go to the chief, speak to the chief, and the chief call you into a meeting. I've never seen the reverse happen. Maybe it has and I've missed it. But outside of not being called directly to a meeting, the experiences I've had so far have never been addressed. And persons who have experienced it and worse than I have, they have never found an avenue to get these things. You go to the police, report, it goes nowhere. If you can't say, oh, that's the guy who did so and so, and let me tell you, even if you do that, I don't get the feeling that it goes anywhere. You know, a very good thing is they seem to protect each other. Got a strong community ties. A lot of them are related somehow. Cousins consider themselves brothers, and just that idea should give you a view, an overview of the familial ties that exist in this sort of community. And it can be good if you are embraced, but just imagine all of them against you if that's not the case. So not everybody can take that, and not everyone is willing to suffer through that. And I say suffer because in a way it is as I claim. I choose to rise above it. There are things that disappoint me. I think I told persons already I have a pet peeve. I hate to see them cut the girls' hair. The whole idea is colonial, is a colonial one. And they are stepping away from, but they're still in. And I always think of Bob Marley's song, Emancipate Yourself from Mental Slavery. This is a very, very apt description of the kind of scenarios you face when you come here. The mental slavery, right? But I think I've written above a lot of things. I'm better be able to manage some of the ideas. I think slowly, depending on how you deal with the issues that you face too, you can become a part of the communities, and there can be a merging of Ghanaian versus returning diaspora. The latest upheaval with the citizenship rollout, I was there trying to figure out a name to call it. It has caused a whole lot of furor, but I try not to let things upset me. You know, I leave it in the hands of the Most High. I believe He brought me here, and He didn't bring me here for me to be turned out, unless that's the next step, right? I don't think I've gotten to that step yet, if that is in my future. So I'll just roll with the punches. I don't agree. I've said it already on other forums that and since this came out, I've said it again, it's a money-making thing. Coming home, us and them wanting us to come home is not an idea of family, not in all cases. It's a money-making thing. The idea returned, the irony is that those who actually are rich enough to withstand the bombardment of these extortions and whatever, they aren't the ones who are coming here to live every day. And I figure not all of them are going to be investing. Those that live here have invested in the communities, and so on. They are still the ones being scammed, and still the ones whose properties are being targeted, and so on. And this is maybe a generalized video of certain experiences, but there are things that I have seen, witnessed, and being the listening ear for persons who have experienced it. In all of that, I still say this is the place for me. That's what it boils down to.
Somebody said in a comment they will have to do it again, but in a more quiet place.
It just is what it is, and it's just another
The same
phase, another part of life that you have to live through, and I'm okay with living that. Having said all of that, I'm slowly becoming familiar with the environment here. the video. I've given you a video already about the difficulty of moving about when you don't have a car. If you find the right taxi driver, you can manage it better, because I found a really reasonable taxi operator who, when we call him, he picks us up at home in Lionel Judah, take us to Carborough. If he's waiting for us, he waits. If he's not, like no, we told him to just drop us off. He's going to be in the environs of Cape Coast, so when we're ready, he says you have to call him, and the rate is fairly reasonable. In fact, if I measure what the fare cost is for all of us together to travel back and forth, it covers it, right? And more than covers it. So it's better we give one person that money and travel in a fair comfort and not so much stress. And it has been working out. It has been working out. I've also mentioned the problem with my laptop. For some reason, mine and Carissa's, it's gone. I figure the generator hit it got some knock. We're trying to figure out if we can get them fixed, so we actually brought them with us today and left them at someone who has the equipment to open it to you. So while I have been here and I have experienced problems with the building, I've experienced problems with no boundaries that some of the Ghanaians have. Sharing it with you, it makes it more manageable. So I have had the experience and I'm beyond the experience. Your time may come if you end up coming here. One of the things it did too is put me in a position to have network contacts that I can actually refer persons to for a number of things, because that through experience I have moved on to having contact with persons who, if persons are interested, you can avoid some of the pitfalls that I went through. Alright, so I'm here waiting to head back home. I'm trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter because it takes so long. I don't know if I get the computer fixed, I can. I don't really like short to long videos. So I'm gonna try and keep them short, even if I have to go on a topic twice, like a part 1, part 2. But I'll try and do that. And the citizenship thing, hopefully those persons who had a good reason for coming here, I'm hoping that they're not discouraged by this. It is what it is. Despite how we feel about it, could change, yes, but despite how we feel, you will find a way to navigate around that, because there are other ways to get your citizenship here. There are persons who are on their resident permit, and they're going to remain on their resident permit until such time they can move off to be naturalized or applying for the citizenship, whichever way they can. There are options, right? So it should not be the reason why you decide that you're not going to come here anymore. Just saying that, just encouraging those who are planning to come to continue with the plans. If that changes your mind, you probably didn't have strong reasons to come here in the first place, you know. And it's not likely that you will be able to, acclimatize to the environment and culture. Just my opinion. All right. So I think I've spoken enough. I don't want to go beyond 20 minutes. Michelle here again. I moved to Ghana last year, packed up my stuff from the US, quit my job. I was teaching there and took my family. So all 4 of us are here in Ghana, and we're facing almost a year being here. And we're still building, but we moved from an RV and we're now living in a 2-bedroom house. I'll see you again in another video. Questions are always encouraged, and I love reading the comments. So see you in another video.